You're listening to the Stephen and Carrot Show with Carrot and Stephen.
Recorded from ECU Studios.
G'day. You're listening to the Stephen and Carrot Show with Carrot and Stephen.
Good morning, Carrot.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, very well actually. We've had a busy week this week.
Yeah, very busy week, and it's like mid-sem. So
it is, yeah. So
stuff's
we've
due.
had a bit of time to do some extra stuff outside of uni, which has been great.
Fabulous.
We launched our website this week, which that's what you'll be listening to this on.
Yes.
Believe
Or YouTube, but yeah.
Or YouTube, whichever one you're feeling. So yeah, we're not going to be posting to SoundCloud anymore due to the fact that we're too poor. Yeah,
we hit a paywall.
We hit a paywall.
We were like, well, we can't really afford that.
Yeah, look, it's tough being a uni student, isn't it?
Now, guess which one of us made the website? Wasn't me.
Yeah, look, it wasn't Stephen, but he did contribute to a lot of the ideas for the website. So I'll give you that.
Ideas. It's just a podcast.
it's just a podcast with a photo, really.
No.
But no, it turned out well. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Obviously, this is what the podcast will be posted on. And yeah, it's on our Facebook page. It's there wherever you want to find it, really.
Yeah, just a disclaimer as well. This isn't the website we were talking about in the first couple of weeks in terms of having that community of other students publishing their work and stuff on.
Yeah.
That's not this website. This website's solely for our podcast.
Purely for the podcast.
We still have aspirations to get that website up for other students.
We sure
and get
do.
Other students' work up. It's just we don't want to rush into it.
No.
It's a big step.
Yes, and we need editors and stuff like that.
That's the problem.
That's the big problem at the moment. But we will get there eventually.
Yeah.
We will get there eventually.
Yeah, just our problem with it at the moment is myself and Carrot aren't really confident enough to edit everyone's articles that they're submitting.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I don't know, our name's going to be attached to this website, I suppose.
It's quite a big thing.
And we don't want, I guess you guys trust yourself, but we don't want articles that have incorrect grammar or spelling or anything like that up at this stage. And editing all the articles is a big task, and we can't really ask someone to do that just from their own time.
Without any pay.
So we kind of need to get funds before we can make all this happen. But we still have aspirations for it.
And it's still going to happen. It still will happen. Stephen, big week, busy week.
Huge week.
Huge week. Right.
Yesterday was huge.
Yeah, we did
Long day.
We had a big day yesterday. So for those of you who don't know, Stephen and I are both studying journalism and broadcasting. Oh, well, we're both doing a journalism unit this semester, which involves going to court.
Court reporting.
Court reporting. So we went to the court for the first time for me. First time for yourself as well.
First time for myself as well.
And, geez, it was a long day.
Huge day. Yeah, long day. Get there at like 9. They'll talk for a bit, and they'll be like, court's adjourned till flipping
2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. You just got to wait a long time.
It's a lot of waiting around.
Yeah. But it was good. We kind of went for all the summary of evidence and the sentencing and the verdict and all that.
It was a 4-day trial, so Stephen and I and the people that we went with, we were lucky enough to catch the final day, so we got to see the sentencing, which was very interesting. Being in a courtroom is a very interesting place to be in, really. It's a very weird vibe. I thought the judge was quite chilled out. Like, I thought the judge was like a pretty chilled out guy. Which
everyone was pretty chilled out, really.
Everyone was pretty chilled out.
You could tell people in there had been doing it a while.
Yeah.
They weren't uptight, they're kind of like, this is my job.
Shout out to the security guard that we had. She was lovely. Thank you so much, Mrs. Security Guard, for helping us out. Awesome.
Good stuff.
Awesome help. This week we also went to the cricket as well.
Yeah. Up the Warriors.
They had a good win against New South Wales.
New South, in the Matador Cup.
JLT.
If you guys interested, go. Free event at the Wacker.
It's great.
To the Wacker, yeah.
There's a game this Saturday between WA and South Australia, I believe.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's great. We might cover a little bit more about it in sport if we get onto it later.
Yeah, but it was a good day as well.
But there's one thing that I noticed, Stephen. Now, I've been spending a fair bit of time with you this week. Which has been lovely.
We're good mates.
We are good mates. It's been lovely. It's been good. However, there's something that you brought up last week.
Yeah.
You brought up the fact that you're going to bring back 2 certain phrases.
Yeah.
And dabbing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, I did say I prefer to say dab than actually do a dab.
Okay.
I think it's cooler.
Although I did see you do a dab last night.
Anyway, continue.
So,
continue.
Last week, Stephen said that he's going to be bringing back Zing,
Yeah.
and
No big whoop
no
dog.
big whoop dog.
Yeah.
However, in the large amount of time that we've been spending together this week, I haven't heard you say either one of them.
Oh, I've been exposed.
You've been exposed. So are you telling the truth? Is this something that you're genuinely going to bring back? Or is this something that you've just talked it up, all the talk, no walk? What's the go, mate? What's the go?
Oh,
Tell me.
No, I have aspirations to bring him back. Look, I'm not going to put my house on it. I'm not.
You're going to put something on it.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a bold claim that's been made.
I've been exposed.
Mate, you've been exposed. And
No,
I'm not having a dig at you. I'm not having a dig at you. I just,
No, you have had a dig.
I have had a bit of a dig. But, look, because I have faith. The thing is, I believe in you, Stephen. I think that these catchphrases can go somewhere.
Okay, that makes one of us.
Be more confident in your ability. So, Stephen, from one man to another, be confident, mate.
Yeah,
Get it out there. Throw it out there. At the cricket,
Yeah.
just no big whoop dog, mate.
See,
No
this
big-
podcast is the most I've committed to anything ever.
Yeah, look, it's probably up there for me as well.
So in terms of my whole life, I've just made big claims. And,
I just never backed it up.
and then I've just been like, you know what? You can't win
Nah,
them all.
no, you can't win them all,
Too
no.
much effort.
No, that's fair enough.
No,
I'll
I'll
give
try
you
and... Zing... I don't know.
that. They're hard to.
Zing's the easier one, I think.
Yeah, I think once you start saying it a couple of times, it'll stick to the vocabulary.
Well,
a bit more.
flipping, if you say it, it'll catch on.
Yeah.
100%, because you're a stylish bloke.
But
I said
that's-
this last week.
We've had this discussion. This is not. This doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
But I've been...
Look at the shirt you're wearing. That's very stylish.
Oh, but I've been spending a lot of time with you this week, obviously, because you've been spending time with me.
Yeah.
And flipping, now I can't stop saying fang. Because you just say fang all the time.
Fang is the greatest word.
That's like fang. Fang is Kerrid's catchphrase.
Oh, it's for this week. It is. I'll forget about it next week, and I'll just think of something else to say.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
No, you won't. But now I can't stop saying it.
Fang is a great word. Very underrated.
I don't know what fang means.
Fang means everything. So
yeah.
just fangs that water.
Yeah, I'm not actually.
Yeah, no,
passing
actually,
my
I was
water.
going to say I'm not giving it. But just a general kind of word that can be used in many contexts.
Yeah, right.
It's a great word.
So I've been called out. The challenge has been.
The challenge has been set,
laid.
Stephen. I want you to say no big whoop dog at least twice today.
Twice today.
Twice today, not including this podcast, because I have a class with you after this.
Yeah, right. Am I going to have to... Oh, I can just say I said it at work, and you'd never know.
Yeah, I know, but I want to be there for it. And it
Oh,
can't be
right.
said to me.
So I have to
That's-
fake bump into someone or something.
Yes.
I got to
Yes.
make this happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. If you get called out again in class today by Kate, no big whoop dog. It's so hard to say, no big whoop dog.
No, it's not that hard to say.
Maybe it's just the way I talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll try. I'll try my best.
That's my challenge for you today.
Yeah, I'll try.
Stephen, I went out to your place last night
You did?
for dinner.
Yeah.
It was lovely. Thank
Yeah?
you very much to Mr. and Mrs. Stephen's parents.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, so yesterday, obviously, we said we had that big day at court.
We did. It was a big day.
So, yeah, Kerry came back to mine for a
Cheeky couple of beers.
cheeky couple of beers, and Mum put on tea, and
It was very lovely. It was really, really lovely. And I appreciate
yeah.
it. And we played a game of FIFA. 2 games of FIFA, right?
yeah,
Now,
you're not the best at FIFA.
I'm not the best at FIFA.
Yeah.
But I feel as though I put up a fair fight.
Yeah, you did. But I feel as though I wasn't even trying a little bit.
And you still beat me in both games.
So,
We've never been a big kind of console family. So that's the thing. I get very self-conscious when people are like, "Oh, let's go play FIFA." I'm like, "Oh,
Right,
yeah,
that's a
cool."
problem, is it?
It's a big problem.
yeah.
Back in the day, early high school days, one of my mates had a PS4, and I used to always go to his place when we used to crank out the FIFA. Then we just stopped. It just
Yeah,
kind of
right.
dissipated over the time, and yeah. So my FIFA ability has gone from, because I was getting pretty good, man. Like,
Yeah, right.
well, not tooting my own horn or anything, but I was
Yeah.
getting pretty good, right? And then just without playing it for a certain amount of time, it's just
Yeah,
into
I feel
trash.
like-
And now I'm just super self-conscious about my FIFA ability.
Yeah, I feel I picked up FIFA because everyone has the FIFA game.
It's one of those games that if you go to someone's place
Yeah.
and they've got a PS4, they're gonna have FIFA.
So I never used to play FIFA. I was always just 2K.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'd go to mate's place, and 2K's hard for other people to pick up.
Super hard game.
So everyone was like, let's just play FIFA, and I was awful at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, oh, okay, I gotta at least get respectable at it so I can compete with my friends and
you won.
Be involved.
There you go, and it's clearly rubbed off on you because you've. Well, I mean,
I'm getting the new game this year. I'm taking it seriously this year, I reckon.
Yeah, look, we FIFA 14 wasn't it? You're a couple of years behind.
I'm due for an upgrade.
You're due for an upgrade, which is fair enough. We'll give you that.
Skerrod talked about my shirt before.
Yes.
Fan?
I love it. It's great. It's for those of you who can't see it, that are listening to this podcast, let me describe it to you. It is a purple-based polo shirt with button-ups.
Yeah.
With little daisy flowers on it. Yeah. With little orange centers.
Bit
it's
of
very
a floral.
He's gone for the floral the floral theme, and I like it. It suits you.
That leads us into this week's segment, I suppose.
Well, yeah,
It's time for Mini Wins. Yeah, we went shopping yesterday.
We did. We had a bit of a break during the court proceedings, and found a shop.
Yes, and they had the best special.
We walked in there, and Stephen was looking for a nice long sleeve button up shirt, and the bloke at the counter has gone, "Oh, we have a whole heap of casual gear out the back, 4 for 40.
4 for 40.
4 items of clothing for $40 from Roger David. Like,
yeah,
it's a that's a win.
I bought these shorts and my shirt. There,
oh, you're wearing the full outfit today.
Full outfit
the full
today.
kit.
Yeah, I was like, loves it. So me and Kerry went 2 each.
We went split it 2 and 2.
2 for 20.
2 for 20.
Both.
I got a lovely pair of cord. I'm just going to say cord pants, very comfortable, and I also have this long sleeve shirt on which I'm wearing, and it's very comfortable as well. So Roger David, thank you so much.
Big shout out, yeah.
Big shout out to your boy who helped us out. Not really sure of your name, but you're a really great guy. So thank you very much.
Yeah, big mini win.
Big mini win. Did you have any other wins this week?
Yeah, shout out to my mate Lockie. He got us tickets to the footy on Saturday.
Lucky man.
Very lucky man.
Hard to find, hard to get.
Yeah. So last week we shout out Steph, Legend of the Week.
Yeah.
Lockie,
you've got it. Legend of the Week. My mum actually got tickets as well.
Yeah, right.
She was the lucky one that got tickets.
So she's coming down?
She's coming up.
Up, I mean.
That's the one. So she'll be coming up from Bunbury to check it out. And she'd love to rub it in. She loves to rub it in as well.
Yeah, right.
So I got the old guess who got tickets to the footy with the winky emoji face. So thanks, Mum. Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, Lockie messaged me tickets went on sale Monday.
Yes.
And so he messaged me Sunday night and was like, mate, I got an extra ticket I can buy if you want in. I was like, mate, I want in.
100%.
Get us in.
Smash it out.
So yeah, I'm very blessed. I was lucky 2 weeks ago as well with that prelim. With the qualifying final.
Yep.
Eagles versus Collingwood.
Yep.
Very lucky to get tickets there as well.
Yeah, look.
So yeah, laughing.
You've had a couple of big wins.
Big wins. And you love going to the footy.
You do. It's just great. It's just a good experience. Any mini losses this week?
Oh, no.
We often talk about the mini wins. Sometimes the mini losses need to be brought up.
Yeah, they're a bit more uncomfortable to talk about.
They are, yeah.
I don't know if I had any mini losses, I suppose. My sunglasses broke.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mini loss.
Other than that, I think I'm alright.
Right.
Did you have any mini losses?
I can't say I have.
Oh, no complaints.
No complaints. There you go. Oh, well, that's the segment done.
Move on. That's it. No complaints. Move on.
Now, Stephen, in the first week of this podcast, you put to me
a throwback
Thursday.
Jeez, we've been doing this for so long now.
Jeez, so experienced. In the first week of the podcast, you asked me a couple of simple yes or no questions.
Yeah, just some icebreaker ones.
Now that it's week 5 of the show, I feel as though I have to pay you back for it.
Right.
So I've gone, with the help of my friend Damien. Damien, thank you very much for this suggestion. We've gone with an overrated, underrated.
Right.
So
okay.
Stephen hasn't seen any of the things on this list.
Right.
And we're just going to quickly rapid fire through them. If there's one that sparks him, I give you permission to rant.
Right, okay.
Okay.
But we're going to try and just get through them
But
quick.
we'll try smash through them. So overrated, underrated.
All right, here we go.
First one, wine tours.
Overrated. Yeah, overrated.
Overrated, yep. Savoury shapes.
Well and truly overrated.
Very and severely underrated. But we won't go there.
I feel they're rated trash anyway. They're rated where they need to be. Continue.
Seriously underrated on my behalf. Coffee.
Overrated. Yeah, more of a tea fella myself.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you that. Garlic bread.
Overrated. just in terms of, I just feel like people act like it's God's gift to taste buds. And garlic bread's great. I always eat garlic bread when it's there.
In fact, we had it last night.
But yeah, shout out mum. But I feel like it's a bit overrated.
Bit overrated, fair enough. Now, this is a big one in our society today. The word yeet.
Oh, yeah. See, I've never said yeet. I don't think so. Overrated.
What? Overrated.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to start saying it a bit more.
Jeez, sorry, mate.
Yellow lollies.
I mean, bananas are good. Like banana little lollies.
But what about like the classic Starburst squares? The yellow Starburst squares, the lemon flavoured ones. Overrated.
Yeah, worst flavour.
Yellow cars.
Overrated. I wouldn't drive a yellow car, I don't think.
The colour yellow.
Overrated. I don't think I own anything yellow.
The song yellow.
Oh, right the song yellow. Yeah. So underrated, I suppose.
Very, very overplayed, but underrated. And the final one, which I have a little bit of a hunch that this is going to set you off.
Yeah, right.
Corona.
Yeah, you know this will set me off.
Yeah.
You know this will set me off.
Severely overrated.
Overrated. I feel as if Dad's going to absolutely have the biggest sook. Dad was drinking Corona last night when we were at my place. It's just so overrated. I feel as if you're putting fruit in a beer to start with, it's a freaking cider.
It just cancels out the title of beer and it just becomes a cider.
Literally just becomes a cider. It's a flippin' cider.
Right.
I'm not about it. I feel as if everyone has a carton of Corona in their fridge. Every single human has a carton of Corona in their fridge. Because everyone else buys everyone else Corona. Because I just assume you like Corona.
Yeah.
So as a gift, everyone gets Corona because everyone's like, I assume you're going to like Corona. I don't know anyone that has Corona as their first preference.
No.
I feel like everyone just drinks it because everyone else thinks everyone else drinks it.
Well, apparently, from what I know, because Corona's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Apparently they don't even drink it over there.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Severely overrated.
Yeah.
Look,
set me off.
I'm with you
Overrated.
on that one. In fact, my dad would 100% agree with us. Absolutely hates Corona.
I don't hate it. I drink it if it's free. Like if someone's buying, but otherwise
Wouldn't put your money towards
Nah,
it.
I'm not paying for that.
Fair enough. However, you need to start incorporating the word yeet a bit more. That's
Disappointed.
that's the one thing that I've learned from this.
I haven't really heard you say yeet much either.
Oh, look.
Called
I'll
out.
get there. Yeah, call it out. We're 1-1.
It's time for Stephen and Kerrid's Great Australian Debate.
Great Australian Debate this week. We had You're the Voice
Yes,
and we had The Horses.
the horses.
Would you like to reveal the results of the Great
I
Australian
would
Debate?
love to.
I'm a bit.
I would
Maybe this is
love to reveal the
maybe this is my
results.
mini loss for the week. Maybe this is where
Up
it
Johnny.
where it lies.
Up Johnny.
Johnny Farnham.
28-26. The voice wins. I'd like to thank Mum and Dad for my great taste in music. I'd like to thank Johnny for
Making the song.
making the song. I'd like to thank all you guys who voted, with the voice. Underdogs win this week. I'm loving it.
Good on ya. I'll give you that one. We're currently tied at 1-1. I mean, we're not supposed to be keeping scores, but we're currently tied at 1-1.
Yeah, we're too competitive not to
We're
keep
too competitive.
Nah, so yeah. Good win. And we both agreed I was underdog going in this week.
We did, and I'll give you that. And
we've won
pat
it.
on the back. Very well done.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Shout out Reese as well for that question.
Yeah, big shout out to Reese. Do we have one for this week?
Well, we do.
We do.
Yeah.
Great.
So last night when you were around my place, Dad brought up one. Shout out, Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Yeah,
Big shout out to Brian.
His debate this week, I suppose, is pineapple in a burger.
Not on pizza,
In a burger.
but in a burger.
Yes or no?
What's your initial reaction?
My initial reaction is, it depends on what the burger is, but I'm not 100% opposed to it.
Okay.
I don't read pineapple in a burger and rule that out of my choices.
Okay.
So I'd say yes. I'd say it's acceptable. It's okay.
So is this fresh pineapple, or because you know how you can get
or
like the deep fried,
rings. Oh,
the deep fried pineapple, which is another one that I've seen.
yeah. Like fresh pineapples is fine.
We'll go
Burger.
fresh pineapple. We'll go fresh pineapple.
Yeah.
For me, look, no.
You're a no.
I'm a no.
So we're opposing again
We're
this
opposing
week.
again, which is the third clash that we've had so far out of 5 debates.
Yeah.
So, geez, we're not getting along very well, are we?
No.
So, no, I'm going to go no. I think pineapple on pizza is a big yes. I think we both agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That might be a debate for another week.
That
though,
could be
who
a
knows?
debate for another week.
But
I feel that's a bit common. So, pineapple in burgers, what do you guys reckon? Is it a yes or is it a no? I'm going to go with no. Stephen's going to go with yes.
Yep.
We're going to have another clash. We're going to put it to you guys.
Yeah, we'll put the poll up again this week.
Because the end say is the final say.
Yep.
We are the be-all and end-all, as Stephen said last week.
Yep.
So have your say in the poll. It'll be up tonight. Go check it out.
Yeah, and comment more suggestions for next week.
Comment more suggestions. Let us know. You can private message us, or you can put it on the page, or whatever. Just let us know if you've got a debate that you've got going on at the moment.
Yep, no stress.
Beautiful.
Kerrod,
Yes.
got a banana in my bag.
Do ya?
Do I need to be worried?
Possibly there might be an arrow or something lying in your banana.
It's messed up, isn't it?
It's been messed up. It's been in the news all this week. Initially started with strawberries.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock,
You've been living under a rock.
there's been,
Several dangerous items
yeah.
found in fruit around the country.
Yeah, it's messed. I don't know who's doing it. I don't know where it's coming from.
Well, I just don't see the point in it. I think initially it was, like, from a manufacturing point of view, like, one accidentally snuck in there. But now there's been all these, like, posers that are coming in and sneaking...
Yeah, while they're on shelves.
Yeah,
at
while they're on
store,
shelves. Which has brought Woolies. Yesterday, they announced they're pulling the pin. Literally pulling the pin. They're not selling pins at Woolworths anymore.
Right.
So people can't go into Woolworths and just
Grab a pin and
fang
then,
a pin into
yeah.
a strawberry.
Yeah, right.
Appropriate use of the word fang,
Fang,
too.
yeah.
I just don't understand it personally. From a personal point of view, why would you do it?
I don't know. You see, it's the punishments for it now are up there with terror attacks.
Yes. In fact, you can get jailed for 15 years.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just don't. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah. Be careful, guys.
Yeah. Look out. Make sure that you half bite into a strawberry before you fully just smash it into
Yeah,
your mouth.
hashtag cut it up. Don't cut it out.
Hashtag cut it up.
Yeah.
Well, the banana that's in your bag,
Yeah.
are you worried?
I'm not worried at all.
Not worried?
Nah.
Right.
And someone told me they reckon it's a conspiracy theory. They're like conspiracy theory. Like people are making this up.
But there's proof.
People are, yeah, but they're putting them in their own fruit.
Right.
They reckon.
Right. I
And
see
trying to
that.
get compo, and I don't know
Yeah,
how much I
look.
believe about that either.
Look.
But I'm not really worried.
No. Yeah. Look, it's something that is obviously a big deal because it's been in the news all week.
Yeah.
But keep buying your strawberries. Don't stop buying your strawberries. They're so good at this time of the year. Support the farmers. Just buy a strawberry.
Yeah, and
Just one.
And as well,
Just
like
one.
when you're a kid, you eat dirt and snails and stuff, and it builds your immune system.
Surely if you swallow a needle or something, you'll be fine.
Surely it just makes you stronger. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You'll be right.
Stephen, I want to know your theory about something.
Right.
So
I'm a very opinionated fella.
Yes. So I want to. That's why I'm asking you because this could go in any direction.
Mm-hmm.
I catch the bus to uni, right?
Yep.
I catch the 960 to Mount Lawley, and there's a 960 that cuts off at Mount Lawley.
Yes.
And then there's a 960 that goes all the way out to Mirrabooka.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I catch that Mirrabooka bus, there are endless amounts of elderly people on that bus.
Right.
What's up with that?
I think it's safe. I think.
Do you think that there's just a lot of aged care homes out in Mirrabooka? Do you think Mirrabooka is just an older...
Yeah. I know there's stuff like along Amelia Street and stuff. I just feel older people catch public transport just to be safer. I feel like as my grandparents got older, they were less comfortable driving.
Right.
And it's just a safety thing, I think.
But it's just this one particular bus. That's the thing that gets me.
But the 960 is a big route. Like
It is.
I don't know. Anyway.
So back onto the Mirrabooka bus. I know you're a bit of a conspiracy man. You believe in the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes.
Which is a topic that we discussed in the
Nessie.
second week.
Yes.
Up Nessie. Yeah, the Ness. So with this whole Mirrabooka, old people going out to Mirrabooka on the bus, I was thinking maybe you had a bit of a conspiracy theory, but it doesn't sound like it.
Oh, well,
So
the only
I've-
thing I can think of
Yes.
is that, and it's the same with Morley, is that those bus stations are right next to shops.
Okay.
Right next to shops.
So you reckon they go to their shop?
So they could go to their shop.
So you reckon they're not making an evil cult out in Mirrabooka?
Well, I didn't think of that. Well, now I do.
Well,
Exactly more.
Tell me more. Right, so it's just no. You know, you got to be optimistic about this kind of stuff. Maybe they're trying to overthrow the government. You don't know.
But what are they doing in their evil cult? Trying to get more mention money.
Exactly. So they have a motive.
Right.
They have a location to collude.
Yeah, right.
There's also a whole bunch of them. So anyone who lives in Mirrabooka, if you've seen any sightings of a large gathering of old people trying to overthrow the government, let us know. We can do an investigative journalism piece on this very topic.
People are just going to phone us up with, like, locations of old people homes.
Yeah. Well, there's another conspiracy theory. Are they colluding within the old people homes? Is it, you know?
I don't know, man.
I'm putting it to you.
I'm cooked now.
Well, you live closer to Mirrabooka than I do.
Yeah, I do.
So I'm giving you permission to go suss it out.
I just feel like where I live is just an old people area, though.
Right.
All of them just love to talk.
So that's my thing for this week, right? That's my little conspiracy of this week. So if anyone is out in Mirrabooka way, let us know. Very, very off topic to what I thought we were going to be talking about today. However, it's come up. It's been raised. Let us know with your concerns.
Kieran.
Yes.
I'm inspired by your bravery from last week.
Okay.
Last week you came to us with a bit of a fear of urinals.
Yeah.
I really dislike balloons.
Okay. To the point where... Like more than the average person. I think that's the question you asked me last week.
Yes, I feel I dislike balloons more than the average person.
What is your reasoning behind this?
We used to have balloons at the place I work at.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we used to just hand out balloons to kids.
Okay. Dangerous. Very dangerous.
Very dangerous, right? All they do all day is they just pop. Balloons just pop. And they're just loud. And like, you rub them and they make that like...
Squeaky
noise.
Yeah, cringy kind of sound.
They're just all the sounds that come with a balloon miss.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I love as much as anyone else the old me and Andrew used to play Keep the Balloon Up.
Yeah.
We used to call it Don't Let the Gators Get It. And we'd
like
act
it.
like there's alligators on the floor that would eat our balloon.
I like it.
I love that as much as anyone else, right? But popping balloons genuinely is a terrifying experience.
I will agree with you on that one. However, I feel like if you are in a room with a balloon around, are you constantly looking at that balloon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just got to make sure I know where it is and that it's safe.
Because the thing that gets me with balloons is that the last thing you want is to just be having a regular conversation or minding your own business and have someone come up behind you and pop the balloon.
Yeah, you have to
behind
know
it.
the location
You have to know
of
the
the balloon.
location of the balloon, because if something like that happens, it's going to go down. And it's going to scare the living daylights out of me.
Balloons are just, I don't know, I feel they're weird. And like, what do you do with the balloon when it's popped? It's just this like stretched rubber, I don't know. The whole concept of a balloon, I don't know who went, this is a good idea.
It doesn't make sense.
Like this is what we need in
what
our
is
lives.
the point of balloons?
We need to capture some air and leave that around the air that we already have. I don't know.
In a rubber container.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I'm more a streamers man myself.
The mess that streamers make, though, and confetti, that's one thing that gets me, right? We had a 70th birthday for my nana, and we still find these little plastic 70s around our backyard. They just do not disappear.
Yeah, right.
And it's been, 7 years now? Nearly 8 years since
right.
that happened, and we're
Yeah.
still finding little 70s.
Yeah, right.
So I think that balloons are practical in the sense that once they're popped, you can just chuck them in the bin. Confetti, streamers, not so much.
And there's no quiet way to let a balloon down.
True.
Like once it's tied up, I don't know how you
Untie it.
untie it. I don't know how you get rid of it without popping it. Unless you just let it deflate over time, I suppose.
Which takes too long anyway.
Takes ages. And I tie them up really good, so they just don't deflate. Like,
Toot your own trumpet there, or what's
Can you tie balloons?
No, I can't do it.
Can you not?
It's something that I've never been able to do. And look, this was a bit of a pain in primary school, but then when I got to high school, it's like, oh well, like I don't need to tie balloons anymore. What's the point in learning now?
Wow, that's a terrible attitude to have. Never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning, Karen.
I might have to revisit it. I'll let you know how I go. I'll grab a packet of balloons this week against your...
Next week in the podcast. You
Yes.
have a week to practice.
Okay.
I'm challenging you now.
Okay.
Next week, come in. You've got to be able to tie a
Completely gonna
balloon.
forget about this.
No, I'm buying the packet. I'm bringing them in next week.
Okay.
You've got to practice. Next week in this podcast, you tie up a balloon. We're going to see if you can do it.
Okay. Challenge accepted.
Challenge is set to you right
We're
now.
shaking on it right now. All right. I can do that.
It's done. The challenge is set.
The deal is done.
I feel it's up there in terms of
Big challenges.
No, but people who can't click or whistle,
Yeah.
like you can whistle, right? Yeah, and you click. Yeah. See, I know people who can't whistle or click.
Jeez.
I'm like, how do you
live?
listen to music without the old? I don't know. Yeah, it's up there. It's a skill you need to have. You've been challenged.
I've been challenged.
I'll see you next week.
Sounds lovely. Stephen, I've had sufficient amount of time with you this week, and we've just been talking about certain things in our past, right?
Yep.
You revealed to me yesterday, in my car, on the way out to your place, that you were a bit of a troublemaker in school.
Yeah, I was a bit cheeky.
Right.
I wasn't a drop kick, right? I never got suspended or expelled, or I always kept my grades up. But I loved a good practical joke at school.
Bit of banter.
Loved it. Especially in my year 10 maths class.
Okay.
I had a teacher called Miss Green, and I had her
Shout out to Miss Green.
for 4 years of my maths at high school. 4 out of my 5 years, I had Miss Green, I think.
Wow.
And she was a great teacher. She loved a good joke as much as everyone else.
Great.
No, she was incredible. I remember one class, because I was in one of the smarter classes of maths at school, but I was one of the dumber kids in the smarter classes, right?
Yeah.
So I was in this smart class, and I'd always just want to participate in class. I always just like talking. So whether it's to my mates or being involved in class discussion, I just like talking.
Yep.
So Miss Green asks us for an answer to a question, and everyone's quiet. So I answer it. I give it a crack.
As
It's
you do.
wrong. It's wrong as per usual.
Right.
Stephen's not the brightest bloke in this class. My mate looks over to me, and he goes, "Mate, you have to stop answering questions. You always get them wrong. Waste of time. Head back down to the dumb kid class, right?"
There's your confidence booster there.
So he's sitting behind me. I get up and pick up my chair and just throw it at him directly behind me. Absolutely clean him up. It's like a little plastic chair, so it's not like... It's not
gonna kill
heavy.
him. It's not gonna kill
Yeah,
him.
it's not heavy or anything.
Still classed as assault, though.
And he's... I could still get sued. He's having a laugh, he's like, "Oh, mate, what's that for?" But he's still having a laugh. And I knew it was going to be fine because I didn't hurt anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Miss Green would be okay with it. She'd be like, "Stop distracting the class. You're being a pain in the ass." But it wouldn't be a big deal, right? Maybe my name would go on the board or something. Ooh, but yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be a big deal. But then the head of maths walked in.
Right.
And I was like, "Geez, we're in some strife." And she walked in right as I threw it. And my back was turned, obviously, because the dude was sitting behind me. So my back was turned as I threw it.
Right.
Was not looking at the front of the class. She walks in the front of the class as I throw it. I'm like, "Geez, we're in some strife here."
The chances of that happening are just
Yeah.
ridiculous to start off
Yeah,
with.
minimal. But she looks at me. I'm like, "Oh no. Trouble time.
Yeah.
Trouble time."
It's going down.
And all she says was, "I thought this class was for the smart kids," and leaves. Didn't get in trouble at all. I was like, "You absolute legend." We talked before as well about getting your name on the board, right?
Yes.
Funniest thing about getting your name on the board, right, in primary school was, so I've always kind of just been a bit cheeky and always been moved around. So, I'd be
Distracting.
Yeah, I'd be talking to someone and they'd move me to some other chair in the class and I'd talk to someone else and then
Right. You're one of those kids.
yeah, I get moved next to this teacher and I'd talk to the teacher and be like, "Screw this, I don't want you, so I'll move you somewhere else." Basically, I just talked to whoever I sat next to and had a good time. But I remember, teacher would write my name up on the board in primary school I'd be like, "Whoa, big deal!"
it's going down.
It's like,
Zing.
he's like, "Mate, you want another strike?" I'm like, "Bring it on, boss!" Like,
You're that kid.
I'm like, "Bring it on!" Bang! Second cross goes up. I'm like, "Whoop-de-doo!" He's like, "You want another one, mate?" I'm like, "Bring it!" Second cross goes up. Now, third cross is where where your parents get contacted to let them know you've been in trouble in class.
Yeah.
So he's like, "You want a third strike?" I'm like, "Mate, I'm out."
That's my limit. I've reached my limit. I'm calling it a day.
I'll be a good boy. I wasn't scared at all about what trouble I'd get in at school. The only trouble I had was if I was like in the principal's office and then teacher would be like, "We're contacting your parents." I'd be terrified of mum.
Yeah.
What mum's going to say.
What's she going to do? What's she going to say?
So yeah, teacher was like, "Second strike, no big deal. I don't care." Third strike.
No
Big whooped up. For the third strike, where they're going to contact your parents, that was my limit. I was like,
Right.
I can do whatever I want
Up until that point.
as long as mum don't find it. And
That's
she's
the-
listening to this podcast. I'm probably going to get absolutely ripped into, but
But it only happened once, right?
yeah, I only know the story because it happened one time to a mate of mine.
Yeah. Bloody Jono's he's a kid.
Yeah, Jono was telling me about it. Yeah, and talking about naughty kids, you've just dropped the swear
I've
word.
dropped the swear word.
We'll have to edit it out again.
Yeah,
But it's alright, we won't tell your mum.
No, we won't.
So everything will be fine.
Yeah, look, Mum's pretty casual with the old swearing.
Nah, that's
to be
good
fair,
then.
she's pretty lenient on it. But very sorry, Mum.
That's good then. We're alright.
We're all right. We can get away with
So
it.
as long as your parents don't know, the moral of the story is, kids, do whatever you want at school, as long as your parents don't find
Listen
out.
to Stephen because he's going well in life at the moment. So if he
Yeah,
can do
that's
it, anyone can do
That's
it.
it, I'm a good kid.
Exactly. He's a good
I had
kid.
nice grades and
Exactly. As long as you do your work, that's the big thing.
that's it. I always worked hard outside of school.
That's where teachers kind of crack it at students
Yeah,
because
that's
they just
it.
don't do the work outside.
Yeah, so my problem was always that I was distracting other kids.
Yeah.
Because I always went home from school and did lots of work. My theory was, at school I could muck around with my mates. At home my mates aren't there, so I'll do work.
Yeah.
But
It's a good
teachers knew other kids weren't putting in that work outside of school, so that's
So
where
it's
I'd
on
get in
them.
trouble. Yeah,
It's on them, really.
I'd be in trouble for distracting kids. But yeah, it was a good laugh. I'm sure I can tell you some other stories about shenanigans I got up to at school in later podcasts.
I'm definitely keen to hear those stories. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of them, even just from what I had heard yesterday.
Yeah,
Look,
there's a few.
There's a lot to cover.
There's a few.
We'll keep in contact with you about your high school / primary school stories, and you'll hear them in future weeks. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We've had a bit of a jumble this week, really,
Yeah,
with everything that's gone
interesting.
on and with the podcast and stuff. So we hope that you're still listening to us and
Yeah.
giving us...
It was a mess this week, but I think we've still got something good. And
I think we've come out with a pretty good product. So let us know for ideas for Great Australian Debate. Also, let us know if you've got any ideas for us. We say this at the end of every podcast.
yeah, things things you want to hear less of.
Yeah.
You know, we're happy to
If we're dribbling too much, let
yeah,
us know.
hear that sort of stuff.
Yeah. But other than that, thank you guys for the support. Go check out the website, like our page on Facebook if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Thanks,
you then.
guys.
Cheers.
The Stephen and Kerrod Show with Kerrod and Stephen.